What's up, guys? It's your boy Houston Rocket, the Texas Raw guy, back with another review and lure. This time we're smoking on some lemon cherry Skittles, or possibly cherry Z. Alright, just to jump right into some lure, I was looking for my little brief intro to read off of a website such as Leafly or something like that, but that's where the lure seems to begin. The couple different strains that I see listed are either Cherry Z or Lemon Cherry ZKZ, but ultimately both of those strains have the same formula. They're either claiming to be cherries and original Z strain, like a cherry Skittles times cherry pie. And then there's also lemons and cherries times the original Z, or times Z cube. But ultimately, because of the fact that I have it as lemon cherry Skittles, and you know, anything connected to Skittles is going to be kind of reverted back to original Z terps, or you know, big Z. So it just depends on where you get it and what they are classifying it as. But this is definitely a lemon cherry Skittles, and from what we were shown genetics wise, it was cherry pie and lemon cherry not lemon cherry gelato, but cherry Skittles and cherry pie. So I'm gonna go ahead and light this bad boy up. Actually, really quickly, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. All right. In the future, hopefully I can have nugs, pictures, things of that nature that I can throw in with the fucking review. But for right now, I leave these reviews as simple as possible. I don't want people thinking that these reviews are highly edited for a particular reason. I want people to be able to see from the time that I start consuming the cannabis to the time that I finish what the effects look like on me, with somebody who has a high tolerance and who has high pain issues that cause me to have a high tolerance. This particular strain, I will say, has been a very, very uplifting strain for me, much like a sativa. It is listed as a hybrid sativa with the information that my homie got with it. And right off the flavor, like, intensity wheel that you get is that really, really sharp, sweet, and tart, with like another one of the good cherry strains compared to that cherry screwball that I had. This is another strain that definitely does have a good pronounced cherry flavor in it. When I say cherry flavor, you're going to taste something in the smoke that reminds you of cherry, because you can't really have flavored weed without there being an additional component that you don't want in there. And they are doing that, right? Like bubblegum kush, bubblegum gelato is all, from my understanding, from them terp staining with candy flavoring. However, with some of these other strains, it's just the terpenoid that they are giving off, like that resonant odor. And because your oil sensor factory, when you're smoking it, you're going to catch a whiff of it while you're smoking it, which is going to hit your taste buds. So it's going to kind of give you the sensation like the smoke has a flavor, right? But the thing is, with natural stuff, when it's all from just the natural strains of the cannabis, you're going to be able to smell everything that you taste, and you're going to be able to taste everything that you smell. So there will never be an instance where you'll be like, this smells like bubblegum. Why don't I taste the bubblegum while I'm smoking it? That'll never happen with natural terpenes and terpene blends. With your artificial candies, with your artificial flavors, with your food grade, whatever they're using to kind of stain these plants, those are things where you can catch a whiff of something. You can smell it and then be like, man, I smelled a really, really strong orange flavor, but I don't catch any sort of oil. I don't catch any sort of fucking orange flavor, orange smelling, well, nothing whenever I'm in, smoking this. Nothing. Not even a smell. That is a good indicator that whatever they are using is not natural. It's an artificial scent that you're smelling on the plant whenever you're smelling it, but whenever you go to smoke it, obviously it's getting burnt away and it's not doing anything. Now for me, I'm a big fan of the lemon cherry gelatos that have been going around as well. And in fact, I did a video previously on lemon cherry gelato also. I think the lemon cherry is really just something to denounce flavor. I don't think that there is anything that goes into creating the genetics specifically for lemon cherry Skittles. I'm not saying that doesn't mean there's not cherry in it, because obviously it's crossed with cherry pie. But I don't think that has a reason to do with why they named it lemon cherry Skittles. Because I think the lemon cherry Skittles flavor is pretty pronounced in this, to where even if they would have named it something else, people would have smoked this and be like, I don't think we got the right strain, bro. This doesn't taste like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think the reason that names come into play sometimes does go a little bit beyond what probably is just the makeup of the plant. This is a part of lore that obviously can't be confirmed until we talk to people who have actual trademarked genetics information. Those are the people who would be able to tell us strain name wise, like how it is they came up with their genetic name. But even still, for some of these genetics out here, we wouldn't be able to know for the majority of them if the strain name was part of the flavonoids, if it was part of the terpenes, if it was part of the genetics, I don't think I'm gonna have the same issue with this though as I did with the lemon cherry or with the cherry screwball, because with this strain I can smoke a whole joint and I'm still kind of feeling the uplifting effects, whereas the cherry screwball, I really should have put that joint out like halfway through yesterday. And if you didn't watch that video, you can see me get clapped. By the time I finish that joint, I'm clapped. I didn't do shit. That joint was too much. Whereas, like, I'm gonna finish this joint and I'm probably gonna sit here and chill for about another 20 minutes afterwards. But after that, I'm probably gonna get up and start doing some stuff around my trailer. There's a couple things that I've been wanting to get done that I'm feeling like I might be able to, have a plan of attack for today. And like I said, I'm almost done anyway, so, and you guys can see, definitely doesn't have the same effect as smoking all of that cherry screwball. Sometimes sativa is a matter of an amount, not so much the genetics. I didn't realize that a lot of strains didn't get indica labelings whenever they were getting created in certain pathways, because genetic wise they didn't have connections to indicas, but they did have certain terpenes. So with the certain terpenes, if they have over a certain percentage, myrcene is one to give an example of, which is found very commonly in mangoes, which is why if you eat a bunch of mangoes, you'll get very sleepy. You'll get very relaxed. If you don't believe me, try it. Try eating like 3 or 4 mangoes and just chilling and not taking a nappy nap, or possibly like kicking back and like having dazed eye. You'll feel stoned a little bit. Mangoes have enough myrcene in them that after you eat 2 or 3 mangoes, you're gonna feel some effects. And that's not even with weed. If you add weed into that, you're gonna feel even stronger effects because of the myrcene coupled with the cannabis. And yes, the mangoes will naturally interact with the cannabis. This is where we get the terpenes, folks. This is what we're talking about. This is why it's all relevant. You know, for me, cannabis is about my daily function, because I get the most function out of myself with cannabis. If I don't have cannabis, I can function, but it is very sloppy, very, very rigorous, very tedious, unpleasant. It's so painful for me to operate without cannabis. And I don't know why that is, because that was how life was prior to cannabis as well. Life felt really painful and exhausting for me. Since I have implemented cannabis as a very well integrated part of my life and routine, I don't really get exhausted anymore. I get, I have my days, right? Like everybody has their days, right, where they feel, just like today's not a good day for me, or I'm not in a mood for much today. That's about the most of it. I don't really have a whole lot that I do extenuating wise right now at the moment anyway, so that's probably why. But yeah, I don't really feel exhausted very much anymore. But again, I'm not doing what I was doing, prior. Go ahead and put this joint out. That lemon cherry Skittles really does have me feeling nice and mellow, but at the same time, like I'm ready to attack the goals that I have, which thankfully it's Saturday. I really don't have a whole lot that I wanted to do, but I was gonna do a few little things with some rearranging and some picking up and some stuff like that. So I was gonna do that, and then probably just kind of find a movie and chill with my cats. I've been chilling with my buddy Norman and my girl Miss Chrissy, and they've been enjoying each other and playing with each other finally, and so I've just been enjoying that as well. Let me know what you guys think on these strain and lure videos. I've not gotten much feedback. I've gotten pretty much just a couple likes with the views. But, if that's the feedback that I get, if you guys are liking it, that's cool too. I'm going to keep doing it. I should have some more in the cloud content coming soon. I should have some more goodies coming from them that I should be getting here within the next week or so. I should be getting some more Terp Zone goodies. I may or may not have some other flower goodies, and we'll just keep it rolling as we've been keeping it rolling, folks. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all have a dope ass day. Peace and much love, y'all.